Let's begin with why you are here. You may or may not be completely aware of what EZPerDiem does, and you may not even quite understand how deducting flight crew expenses can benefit you. But somehow you made it here, and you want to know what we do and how EZPerDiem can help you save money on your taxes. In essence, expenses associated with your employment as a pilot or a flight attendant can be written off, and as long as you are able to itemize, you are likely to see a substantial reduction in the taxes that you pay every year. Your flight crew taxes can be thought of as consisting of two different parts. Part 1 is your meals and incidentals. When you are on trips that span more than one day, the IRS allows you to write off what you spend on food and some other smaller expenses called incidentals. Because keeping receipts for all the restaurants that you eat at for the year would be a near impossible task, the IRS allows you to use federal per diem rates for the places you stay while on your trips. In other words, you do not need to keep receipts for meals. Instead, you simply need to know where and when your layovers occurred during the tax year, so that the federal per diem rate for each city you overnighted at can be used in lieu of what you actually spent on meals. Think of it this way. You go on a 4-day trip, and on that trip you purchase 4 hamburgers, 5 slices of pizza, 2 chocolate shakes, 5 ice cream cones, had 3 beers and a Diet Coke, totaling $60. You don't need to track any of that. Your doctor might, but the IRS doesn't care. Instead, you just need to know what airports you were at for your layovers. The federal per diem rates for the airports you stayed at are used for the IRS meal allowance instead of what you actually spent. Different cities have different per diem rates, and the rates change with time. Calculating this by hand is difficult and monotonous, which is why your typical local accountant simply doesn't bother. EZPerDiem handles this for you quickly and easily by linking the airports you stay to the per diem rates for each location, freeing you or your accountant up from the awful burden of looking them up and saving hours of tedious work. That is part 1 of your flight crew employee expenses. But EZPerDiem is different from other sites because it handles all of your flight crew employee expenses, not just the per diem. Part 2 of your flight crew tax deductions includes everything except meals. Deductible expenses like union dues, van driver tips, the business portion of your cell phone or internet bills, uniform expenses, job search expenses, and a variety of other expenses may also be deductible. EZPerDiem helps you find those expenses as well. EZPerDiem is completely free to try out, and if you choose to buy the report but end up not benefiting, we will refund you 100% of your money back. There is no risk in trying it out, but a lot to lose if you just let it go. Sign up and start today.